The purpose of this video today is to demonstrate how to perform a visual inspection on your Simpson helmet. Visual inspections should be conducted every 3 months at a minimum. You can inspect your helmet more often than that, and that's something that we encourage, but you should do it at least every 3 months. To demonstrate that, we're going to use the Simpson Voyager 2 helmet, and we will explain all the different points that you need to inspect. For starters, we're going to look at the shield. We're going to make sure that the shield doesn't have any excess scratching, make sure it doesn't have any breaks, doesn't have any cracks. We're looking for anything that will affect the driver's vision or will affect the operation of the shield. If you use tear-offs, you want to make sure that your tear-off posts are not missing or damaged. And you also want to check your shield attachment screws. You want to make sure that they're still tight and that they're not loose. You also want to make sure that none of them are missing. Over on the other side, we have the shield lockdown pin. Want to make sure that the adjustment on the lockdown pin is to where it keeps the shield down tight. If it's too tight, or too loose, you can adjust it by loosening the screw in the middle and then rotating the lockdown pin itself. So the next thing that we're going to look for is cracks in the shell itself. So we're going to start in the chin bar area, and you want to make sure that there's no cracks from rocks or debris. Paint chips are okay. If there is a paint chip, you need to look real carefully, make sure there's not a big indentation left in the shell, or that there's not a crack that is formed. Sometimes it can be hard to tell if the crack is all the way through. If you're ever unsure about anything, you can send your helmet into the New Braunfels, Texas location, where we will perform a in-depth inspection of the helmet and let you know if it's something that is that cannot be fixed, or something that can be fixed, or if there's no need to even worry about it. Next, we're going to check the body of the shell itself. We're looking again for grooves or indentions caused by debris or cracks. Paint chips are okay. We just don't want anything that's going to affect the structural integrity of the shell itself. Next, we're going to look at the rubber, make sure that the rubber is not missing or damaged. And once we've checked that, then we'll move on to the interior of the helmet. You want to make sure that your interior is in good condition. You also want to check your chin strap. You want to make sure that the end of the chin strap is not frayed really bad to where you can't stick the chin strap through the D-rings. You also want to check for any broken stitches on the chin strap itself. You can check in where it's attached to the helmet, and then on the other side you want to check right here at the D-rings, and then again where it attaches to the helmet. Make sure that there's no loose or broken stitches. For your D-rings, you want to make sure that the D-rings are not bent or broken, and then make sure that you have the appropriate Snell sticker inside your helmet, which would be located behind the inside lining. You just pull the lining back a little bit, and you can look at and find the Snell sticker right in the back of the helmet. Again, if there's anything that you find on the helmet that you're unsure of and you just want a second opinion, you can contact our New Braunfels, Texas location, and you can send your helmet in for an in-depth inspection, and we will let you know if the helmet is fine or if it needs to be replaced. You should always send your helmet in no matter what if the helmet was dropped, or if the driver wearing the helmet was involved in a wreck. Those are the two main things if you need to send it in, because sometimes the shell on the outside, it may not look cracked, but you could have indentions in the polystyrene liner that's on the inside of the helmet. So if you ever drop your helmet or are involved in a wreck, then the helmet needs to be sent into the Texas location where we can do an in-depth inspection. All right, and that's how you perform a visual inspection.